How to ask why you didn't get the job. It's never easy to hear that you didn't get the job. Disappointment is very real. Use this as a learning opportunity. So how can you use the setback to your advantage? The answer is by requesting a feedback from the company on your application and interview. If you approach it in the right way, you will come away with lots of useful information that you can use in the future. So here are a few steps how to ask why you didn't get the job. First step is think it over first. After your application or job interview, it's very important to take some time to reflect on why you may not have been given the opportunity. Ask yourself some questions. The best way is to write down these questions and answer one by one and note them down. By doing so, you would know the reasons of rejection. So what are these questions? Write them down. For example, did I show the enthusiasm for the company and the role? Did I answer the interview questions to the best of my ability? Did I meet all the requirements? For example, skills and experiences listed in the job role and job posting. Does my cover letter and CV need some work? If I could go back in time, what would I do differently? By asking these questions, you will get very clear picture of why not being hired. The next step is to say thanks. Write a polite email saying thanks and ask why you didn't get the job, but using the right questions. Once you have done the above practice and you are ready to receive some constructive feedback, criticism, the first step is to email the employer. You should already have the contact detail of the person who arranged your interview or to whom you sent your CV. It is very common for job application to request feedback. Employer usually take this as a sign that you are interested in the position, so don't be nervous. But it is very important to be polite. First of all, thank the employer for their time in interviewing your application and carrying out the interview. Say that you are grateful for the opportunity to interview. You could mention something specifically you learned from the experience of giving interview. Next step is to ask for the feedback. Once you have said thanks, now you can then politely ask for the feedback on your application. You should send an email requesting a short phone call first. If they decide not to do a phone call, no problem. They might consider answering a few questions by email. If you don't know how to write a follow-up email, then don't worry, I have created one for you. Download it from the description. It is free. Let's go to the next point. Make sure to ask the right questions. Yes, when asking your questions, prepare yourself to hear feedback which you might not like. The reason usually companies don't give response is they don't want to shake your confidence. Another reason is that some employers worry that you might take the feedback badly and become argumentative and argue about their email. So a good way to avoid that happening is by clearly stating your intention. For example, I would like the opportunity to develop my skills, and then asking the right questions. For example, is there anything specific I can work on? Or how could I come across better in future interview? Or is there a particular soft skill I need to improve? Or you can ask what was the thing I did the best? And do you have any tips on how I could have better research your company before the interview? Or you can ask, do you have any other suggestion for me? I would really appreciate. And this leads me to the next step. Listen and follow the feedback. It is very important to listen carefully to the feedback. Even if you might disagree with some of it, again, be polite and enthusiastic to learn. While it is disappointing not to get the job, think about the setback as a process, a chance to learn and apply the advice in future application. Plus, asking for the feedback can be seen as a good networking opportunity, as you will make a good impression on the employer and can use it in the future. The best thing you can do to your career is do some preparation before applying for a job. And once you get an interview call, practice before appearing in the interview so that you won't face any rejection. For this regard, this video will definitely help you. So go and watch it.